Hello, all North Node signs. Welcome to your 2025 reading. So, we're taking it back to the original spread that I started my North Node readings with. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning or have moved over from Feminist Alchemist here to North Node Alchemy, welcome back. And so, let me run you through the spread that we will be doing for each sign, each North Node sign, 2025. So we have the universal energies coming in the four corners. These are the big overarching energetic themes, vibrational themes running through your year. Then we will consult the 5D, your 5D self, your higher self, what messages and guidance that version of you has for this version of you that's watching. Where do they feel you should focus your attentions for your growth and expansion? Then we will move to the 3D. What type of situations will come up in your physical reality in order to bring about those critical lessons and moments of growth and expansion? Then we will take some clarifiers and advice on how to deal with these 3D physical reality situations. The next rung of cards, I will take one in each corner to represent each quarter of the year. So when I do this spread, this particular placement of the cards changes in theme. So for this 2025 yearly reading, it will represent what expansive soul lessons you have coming in each particular season, quarter of the year. And finally, we'll take your final oracles, and that will be it. So do keep in mind that these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you. So take what does and leave the rest for whoever else needs to hear that message at this time. Do subscribe to the channel. It does help me connect better to your energy. And it signals to your guides and my guides that you are open to receive messages through this particular channel. So with that, I will move on to each of your North Node placements. See you there. Hello, Capricorn, North Node. Let me turn down my smooth jazz a bit. Yes. So welcome to your reading. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I'm going to do my best. So let's get into your universal energies. See what is overlighting your 2025. I'm going to use two decks this time. So while I was meditating on your cards, doing the pre-shuffle, I came across the energy of burnout and overworking for recognition. So I feel that there's an ease that wants to come in for you in 2025. A lot of red going on here. All right, okay. I'm going to put this one in the center. It felt like being there. So let me just check what everything is. Well, this one is Path of the Soul. This card I'm very familiar with. That's in the first position. That's card 41. And then card 31 here is awakening. Over here. Then card 13 here is rebirth. And card 36, I gotta check, is self-talk. This has been coming out a lot, actually. I don't know why I didn't recognize it. Self-talk. Oh, and number 4 that's sitting up there at the back is astral realms. So as I said, from the pre-shuffle already, I'm feeling there's a sense of ease that wants to come in, because the energy here is, I feel, trying to point out to you that alignment with your path is the what's going on here? Oh yeah, glare. Alignment with your path is the will create the most ease in your life. It's the easiest path to success. It's the easiest path to growth. It's like you can't help but grow when you take that trajectory. So they're showing me like a branch that's trying to, or a root that's trying to grow, or a branch that's trying to grow. But instead of taking, all routes that this branch is taking is leading it towards the light, but there's some times when this branch is, well, a branch usually knows to take the easiest way. People, unfortunately, don't necessarily take the easiest way. So there's an energy here of you awakening to a need to reassess and rebirth yourself. Reinvent yourself is what I'm getting. So some core beliefs will be challenged. And some of this core belief may have to do with the nature of your gifts and spirituality, your relationship to your spirituality. And possibly even understandings that you've had up to now of what your divine path is, who your divine partner is. Even that one came in pretty strong. And what you think you are obligated to do. 5D Self Future Self is saying, I've created a collection of workbooks for each North Node sign. Connect with your soul's desires and take an introspective journey into your North Node astrology. This workbook contains self-reflection exercises, guided meditations, and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany on your journey of alignment. Discover your soul today and download your workbook at feministalchemist.com. Freedom, focus on freedom. So we're looking at what direction your future self is pointing you in to look at for your expansion in 2025. We have the card freedom. We have the throat chakra, which is card number 5. We have communication. Yeah, it just keeps coming up. We have commitment. Communication is card 14. Commitment is card 13. I'm going to take that one. Integrity is card 25. A lot of blues happening here. And last but not least, tenderness is card 40. And I knew divine masculine was coming. Oh my goodness, at the bottom of the deck you have divine masculine. That's actually what I thought the freedom card was. That's what I saw in my mind's eye before I picked it up. But yes, so divine masculine just needed to find its way out. Does it need to be out? I'm going to keep it to the side because you never know when it will integrate itself into the reading. So Card 21, Freedom, says the energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. Um, your higher self is the collective higher self that I'm speaking to at the moment, is telling me that many of you have defined what you think your life should look like and what you think you are meant to do. And that is not a true expression of yourself. Now, you may not think that you have defined what you're supposed to be or who you're supposed to be, but we restrict ourselves by the set of beliefs that we keep about, many, many things. The throat chakra is talking about your self-expression or lack thereof. Is your expression authentic? Is your communication authentic? Which card? I'm reading this card. Note that in that card 5 is throat chakra and communication is card 14, which also adds up to 5. The communication card says the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced energy. So what I'm feeling here, and I'll just say it as I feel it. Ask yourself if you speak with truth and authenticity or if you adhere to social norms. Ask yourself if you try to be more intellectual than emotional or intuitive as a way of having your ideas heard and accepted. Ask yourself if you, maybe the flip side, maybe you're resistant to leadership positions, to quote unquote corporate cultures, and I'm hearing, you forsake the opportunity to lead by having a judgment on commerce itself. Yeah, that's the words they gave me, having a judgment on commerce itself. So I feel that many of you, you do have a connection to a higher purpose. And that's why you're here. A connection to a path and purpose. You do have values that you want to live by and adhere to. Understand that commitment to your values also is asking you to devote yourself to sticking by your values, but allowing that to expand and allowing your guides and the universe who are assisting you in the unfolding of your journey to lead you to the leader you are to become. That is what I'm hearing and feeling. This card number 4 that's up here with the astral realms, I feel you have a lot of insight and help coming through that is not going to come through in direct. It could be, let's say, divine, what's the word I'm looking for? Coordination, divine coordination. Some of it may just be like through your dreams, songs. But there's a belief system that wants to be shifted. I don't want to say dismantled, it wants to be shifted because you have a rebirth that needs to take place, and you may have been resisting up to now because you felt that if you changed something that you would be no longer living in your integrity. Your higher self wants you to know that your integrity, they know that your integrity is strong, but they don't want you to miss out on any opportunities for growth and to actually be more effective in your in sharing your values and spreading values and adding value to people's lives by, let's say, shutting down opportunities before you've really sent them through your heart space. Maybe people on the other end are willing to compromise with you. So they're giving me the, if you are, I don't know, you make a cosmetics brand and you stand by all of your containers being recyclable, right? Now, if you are working on a deal with a certain investor, they may want you to cut costs on packaging. You may say, this is one of the cornerstones of our brand, and willing, I'm willing to look for cheaper packaging, but our packaging has to be recyclable and environmentally friendly. And that's something I'm not willing to budge on because it's at the cornerstone of what my business philosophy is built on. Boom, bam, done. Right. And so there's this need for rebirth in how, or I shouldn't say there's a need for, allow me to reword. You have the opportunity in 2025 for a rebirth that opens more doors and pathways for you. There's an awakening where you can see more possibility and pathways and more choices. I feel that your 5D future self is pointing out to you that you have a lot of freedom and that your voice is very strong. Your voice, your ethics, your morality, your values are strong, and you deserve and are meant to have a bigger platform. That requires you sometimes to work with people who initially you don't see um, a match in values. But that does not mean that they will not work with you because of your values, right? So that's something they want you to be aware of. Tenderness is coming in at the end here, and I will just point out this card here is number 31, which adds up to 4. The is that one? Awareness. 13, the rebirth card is 13, which adds up to 4. 31, 4, 13 is 4, and then this card is 40. So you have 3 4s on the side here. It says the energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. So in your quest, because this feels like a quest, in your quest, they are asking you to open your heart more. There are people in the realm of decision making who you can have influence on. Simply by the willingness of being in the room with them and having discussions, business discussions or negotiations. Now, I know I'm limiting this to business because this is what it's feeling like at the moment. This can, however, permeate other parts of life, right? And it may not be a money-making business. It may be just community. It may be a neighborhood association. It may be your condo board, right? So being involved with people with differing points of views gives you the space to be influential in your point of view and for the betterment of a lot of things for a lot of people. And it may also just be the betterment of your, let's say, corner of the world, your corner of the city, your corner of the neighborhood, but the betterment is there nonetheless, and betterment is on your path. The Capricorn North Node is a leadership energy, a leadership and organizational energy. It's boss energy. It's influential energy. It has a lot of divine masculine energy, as this card came out. Dun, 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 dun. I feel you're being called to more diplomacy. Why do I always want to put it here? This is not where I'm supposed to put it. But my hand has been going there today, so I'm just going to let it be there. No, they want it over here because that's where it's supposed to be. So let us look at your 3D reality and take this one, your 3D reality, and see what is coming up for as opportunities for expansion. What situations are coming up? Okay, we got a couple cards that came in through the bottom that I will look at after. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I heard dethroning. Someone's going to be dethroned. I don't know if it's going to be you. I do feel that you're going to be pulled out of your comfort zone and need to shift. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that someone's in the Nine of Pentacles energy, that, you know, you've just been enjoying your success. You've been enjoying your what you have built for yourself. But your path has, as I said, leadership and positively affecting others, positively influencing others on your path. And so the universe kind of needs to kick you out of your cozy condo or wherever it is in your life that you are comfy cozy. If it's not you yourself, then it's somebody who the state of their life affects the state of yours. And the Fool in reverse here. I feel there's going to be a challenge to change that you will not want to take on. I feel there's going to be a change that you're not going to be open to. For some of you, your boss or one of your superiors is leaving, and you are up for the position that you never wanted. Right? For some of you, you have something going, maybe a small side hustle that you've been comfy cozy with, and it gets into the eye of somebody and they want to work with you, and now you have to decide. Right? But there's a comfort zone that's being no more, and you're being asked to leave your comfort zone and step out into a new, to let in this rebirth. And you are very likely going to be resistant at first. The Devil in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. All I see here is a lot of doubt. This negative self-talk, or this self-talk card is not a negative self-talk, it's just self-talk, period. This self-talk card is just saying, you know, there's all of this I feel this Devil card is the devil turned inwards. This is self-doubt, self-deprecating thoughts, or just a lot of complaining. Feeling a lot of complaining here, a lot of worrying. This Devil in reverse. And with the Five of Pentacles, I feel on the flip side, there could be, am I missing out on something? Are you missing out? And I also feel there's people who think that you're not capable of something. So there's you thinking you're not capable, and there's other people thinking you're not capable. There's you possibly prejudging this setup, this situation, this relationship, this move, um, this offer, and therefore um, seeing more negatives than positives when it comes across. And I feel also this Five of Pentacles can also be prejudgment in an inability to let go of preconceived notions or stereotypes around a certain issue, people, places, or things. Now, I don't know why these two cards wanted to come out, but I have the Five of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, if you're up for a position that you didn't want, you'll have other people who will have been fighting, who would have wanted it. But the point is, the person who has the power to give the position or to make the recommendation is choosing you. Something is coming to you that a lot of other people want, but this opportunity is choosing you. So let's see what the advice is. I'm going to keep those two cards also flipped over. I'm not going to put them in the spread though, because I just want to focus on you here. If you're wondering how you can work with the North Node in your life, check out my free tip sheet for living in your North Node. It helps you move with conscious awareness and offers practical steps for integrating the North Node in your life. This 2-page download gives you a summary of your North Node sign and a chart of key actions that you can take. Download your free tip sheet today at feministalchemist.com. Okay, what else for Capricorn North Node? What advice is there? We have the Wheel in reverse. Ooh, okay. We have the Sun. Advice for the Devil in reverse. We have the Prince of Jars. And advice for the Fool is the Hanged One in reverse. Okay. Ooh, the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. So as your advice with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel in reverse, which is number 10. I think number 1 is, yes, you do need to stop and think about your next move. It's important for you to be clear about the things that you want and the conditions that you want if you were to take this opportunity, whatever the opportunity is. It could also be a relationship offer, could be a housing, but it's something that a lot of other people want. But you never necessarily want it. for whatever reason that is. The universe wants you to know you have the freedom to choose. Yes. But the Sun here, card here, is saying that picture your ideal situation and not just imagining what life would look like with this if you accept this opportunity. Think of further along. And in that, then you may see the possibilities for the growth, the stepping stone that this particular opportunity can provide. You're not being asked to blindly accept it. They're actually the contrary. You're being asked to look at all sides, be clear about where you stand, and communicate that to others. The Prince of Jars is and get comfortable asking for what you want and being passionate about your beliefs and being passionate about what you want. Just be comfortable with that. There's no reason to doubt. I, I feel that you're being encouraged to remember that you have the strength and the integrity and commitment to yourself already to stand on your principles. So just be clear about what the terms are and what you need in whatever this offer is. The Hanged Man in reverse, clarifying and advising on the Fool in reverse. Okay. Open up your heart and don't feel the need to be, what's the word? I want to say combative, they say militant. There are other ways for you to get what you want done. There are other ways for you to get what you want done. And you may need to have an ally in a place that you usually would not look for an ally. And those places where you wouldn't usually look, you may be looking at the structure as, one organism. Like all of the people in a certain office building are one organism. But remember that there are individuals. Every company is comprised of individuals. Every culture is comprised of individuals. Yes, there are collective mindsets, but there is the ability to appeal to individuals and have allies in individuals. And some of those allies of individuals can be influential in ways that you don't have access to. Let's see, this is very specific, so I hope that it's resonating with some of you. Let us see what your expansion evolution will look like throughout the year. We're going to go, no, I don't want that card. Season by season, quarter by quarter. So January, February, March, we have the Phoenix, which is card 5. April, May, June, we have the 10 of Trees. This is a lot, but I'll take it. July, August, September is the 7 of Embers, the 7 of Trees, and the Ace of Embers. And October, November, December, we have Strawberries. And then I'm going to take this one on the bottom, which is Soulmates, the Lovers. Otherwise, the 9 of Embers is at the bottom, which is also, am I taking that one? No. Okay. No, it's the 9 of Wands. Okay. All right. So January, February, March, you have the Phoenix. There is, so very likely this 9 of Pentacles in reverse situation where someone is dethroned or leaves a throne. Could very well happen in the first quarter of the year. You for sure will be revitalized invigorated. There's some passion arising within you in the first 3 months. I feel that this first 3 months could also be a time where you reconnect to your values very deeply. The 10 of trees in your evolution, April, May, June. This is a time where your soul will be speaking to you in, the letting you know exactly what it wants, picturing the ideal world, your ideal world, and the greater ideal world. Feel that your values will be connected to real things that you would like to see happen in reality, in physical reality. And due to that, July, August, September, you'll have, see, the Phoenix is appearing right here in the Seven of Embers as well. Look at that, which is the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, see, two Phoenixes. And so I'm feeling that here, once again, this rebirth again, but in this uniqueness of who you came here to be and what you came to do. You're coming out of this book. Okay, I'm calling you the Phoenix, but yes, the Phoenix is coming out of this book, which gives me the impression that, there's something that the Phoenix has learned that is helping it to stand in its power. The Seven of Trees, planting seeds, and the Ace of Embers, this new way of moving forward. So in this rebirth time, I feel that the values and the action of and what you want to materialize, you will be aligning it in that time, and you'll have a clear direction forward, which may make you a unicorn, but that is what path of the soul is calling you for. You feel the calling of your path, your eyes open, you dream a new reality, you make the changes or adjustments that you need for this phase of the work or the what you would like to create. And then at the end, you have soulmates and strawberries. So, okay. I mean, obviously, first thing one can see here is that you're enjoying some sweetness of coming to terms with yourself, or you're coming to sweetness of a repaired relationship or two, a revitalized relationship. I don't know why I say or two, but it could be more than just a romantic relationship. Definitely here, I feel you. I'm not necessarily feeling the romantic. I'm feeling that you coming into a balance with yourself and allowing yourself to be the multifaceted soul human that you are, which allows you or will it creates the foundation for you to enjoy your life more and to feel more fulfilled because of how you live, that is also nurturing others in some way or another, whatever the cause or values that you stand by. Okay, let's pull your final oracles. So definitely, I have to go where the cards lead me. That is my commitment to the cards and the divine when I sit down to do readings. So I do hope that this resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate with you, you can check out one of the other readings. maybe there's something there. But this, for me, was very clear and concise. So we have here the triple star grid card number, maybe you're getting a car. Card number 26, the triple star grid, align. I connect and align with my higher consciousness. This one came first. The lost star, rebirth, out of the darkness into the light. So you got rebirth again. So there's really a rebirth happening here. And in the middle, we have the lapis lazuli star, starlight. My inner vision guides me to my higher purpose. So that's it, Capricorn North Node. I hope this was helpful to you. Do check out the North Node resources that are linked in the description box below. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.